Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Shelly here, and welcome back to my channel. What's a guan bombshell squad? What a guan? Big up on yourself. Today, as you guys can see, I'm bringing you guys a pretty halo cut crease kind of look today. So let me stop babbling because you guys know I like to talk. Let's go ahead and get started. So I started off by priming my lids with the e.l.f. Putty eyeshadow primer, and I'll list down below what shade I'm using. I'll list all the products down below, but I then moved on to the Carly Bible slash Anastasia palette. Okay, Carly's new addition to her collections that she has been working on, her projects. I know this palette did not get the best rep. Okay, this palette did not, it just did not do it for a lot of people, and I can definitely see why once I got it. Okay, it was just not on the deeper skin tone spectrum of things. The colors were just so light, so pale. So I tried to work with it as best as I could, but I had to grab for a couple of other palettes. Okay, so I started off by using the vibrant red shade. That's like the only dark shade that she had in the palette, and I just used that all over my crease. And then I had to go into one of her old palettes for that lighter pink shade that you guys seen me use earlier, just to blend that out. Then I'm gonna go ahead and cut my halo, and I'm going to be using some concealer for that. This is my Kat Von D concealer. I used it because that concealer is very pigmented. So if you guys are looking for a pigmented concealer, that's an option, but I know a lot of people don't really even use KVD Beauty anymore because I don't even hear people talking about it. But I had it in my collection for a while, so I'm trying to use it up. Okay, so this is in the shade D31 Warm. That's the shade that I use, and I'm not trying to flash you in any kind of way. I don't know why my middle finger just always goes up when I'm trying to do anything. So I'm not trying to be rude, so excuse me, but I just use it for that. So I'm gonna use this next shade called Aura, and it's like a really pretty pink shimmer shade, and I'm just gonna pack that all over my lid right there that I cut out, that little space right there. And I had to go in there quite a few times to get this color to pack on, you guys, but it did get the job done. It did do what I wanted to do. I didn't wet the eyeshadow in any kind of way, and I should have probably have done that because it would have probably been a little bit more pigmented, but I know I was going to add something on top of it, so that I was satisfied with what I got from it dry. Versus, when you wet your eyeshadows, especially shimmer eyeshadows, they come out a lot more pigmented. So then I'm going to go back over into her old palette with BH Cosmetics. This palette was a limited edition. It's not available anymore, so I'm not even trying to mess with y'all and tell y'all what colors I'm using from it, because it's not like, it's going to matter for a lot of people that don't have the palette. But for the people that still do have this palette, you're still holding on to it because you love it, then you guys can see what color I'm using, and hopefully you didn't even run out of those shades, so you can still refer to this palette. But a lot of these palettes are like collector's items for me, I should say, so a lot of them I'll keep. But I have a eyeshadow palette declutter coming up very soon, and some of them is gonna have to go because I don't use them that often. That last time I used that Carly Bible shadow was probably some years ago, so it did its time, and I barely even used it because the colors were so light. So I think it's time for a declutter. And when it comes to my eyeshadows, you guys, it's so hard for me to let go of them, but I think it's time. So anyways, I was trying to use that deep shadow to, darken up the sides of that lighter shadow, kind of giving me that halo effect. It wasn't giving me the full deepness of what I was looking for, so I just refer over to my ColourPop X Shayla palette, and I took the deepest shade from that palette, and that gave me exactly what I wanted. And I do believe the Shayla palette wasn't a limited edition. I do believe it's still available on ColourPop. If you don't have it as yet, make sure you go ahead and pick it up, because not only ColourPop palettes are very inexpensive, their quality is really good. I'm not gonna lie on that. So next I'm going into this Pro Fusion Little Glitter palette, and I'm just taking the last shade and just patting that right on top of the shimmer shade, and you couldn't really see it much. I didn't want it to be like a glitter eye, so I just took a little bit and tapped that on, and you could see like the little sparkles up close, but from afar you really can't see it, but it was fine. It gave me the look that I was going for. So right here, I'm just running through my skincare routine. If you guys haven't seen my skincare routine, I'll list that video down below. Also, all the other makeup videos that I have been doing in the past couple of weeks, every single one of them list what I do for my skin right before I go in with makeup. So if you're looking for an in-depth skincare like that I do underneath my makeup or just in general, please refer to one of those videos. All right, you guys, let's start with the face. So I'm going to use my Tatcha primer, and you guys, this primer, I'm not even going to hold it. It's expensive, but it's worth every penny. I've never used this primer and not gotten a flawless foundation routine like face afterwards. This primer is so good. And then you guys know that I like to wake up my skin with some kind of spray, so I just use the one from Mario Badescu, and that just helps me to feel a little bit more hydrated and alive underneath all this makeup. So next I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible foundation, and I love this foundation. Absolutely love this foundation. The only problem that I have is the color that I currently own. I think I have it in the color copper or in the shade copper, and it's a little bit on the goldeny olivey tone side, which I'm not a big fan of. So I still didn't go out and buy a new shade, but maybe I should seriously consider doing that soon, because that shade is just a little bit too light, but I managed to make it work with contouring. So if you have a foundation that's too light and you want to just use it up, go in with your contour, and that should help. So I'm using the Maybelline concealer, the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade Tan, and then this is the Makeup Revolution foundation stick, and I do believe that I have that in the shade 17, I think color number 17 or 18, but I'll list everything down below, you guys, if I had gotten the colors wrong. I'm so sorry, I'm like all over the place. But next, I'm just gonna blend out my concealer after I've let it sit for like 5 minutes with this beauty blender, beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it. This one is from Shop Miss A. It was only $1.55, honey, and trust me, it's $1.55 well spent. Okay, I would have spent $20 for this beauty blender. However, your girl is on a budget. Okay. Alright, you guys, I'm just going to go in with my little buffing brush, and I'm going to buff out this contour shade. Absolutely love the color of this stick foundation from Makeup Revolution, because it is the perfect contour shade for my skin tone. Perfect amount of red, perfect amount of orange, perfect amount of warmth that I love personally from my skin tone. So absolutely love this foundation stick. Okay, I know a lot of people say that it does a really good job. I'm sorry, my phone is buzzing. I know that a lot of people say that it does a really good job as acting as a foundation, and they don't have a color or a shade currently that I like for my foundation shade. So unfortunately, I can't test out this foundation stick as a foundation, and I know if I could, it would have been amazing, but the shades that they have, I can't find one as a foundation shades. And me mixing foundation sticks, I'm just not with a lot of the mixing foundations nowadays. Like, this is 2020, there's no reason why I should still be trying to mix foundations. Okay, I'm not about that life. Alright guys, the next thing I'm going to do is set my face. I'm going to go in with the Beauty Bakery Flower Powder, and this is in the shade Yellow, one of the best setting powders on the market, and I'm saying that with 100% confidence because it is that good. Like, sis did an amazing job at this setting powder. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that and set all the areas that I concealed, and then what I normally do is whatever is left over on the sponge after I set, I'll just go over all the other areas of my face just to add the powder, because you just need to set everything in place, okay? Then I'm going to take that vibrant red color in the palette from Carly and Anastasia, and I'm just going to use that as my lower lash line shade, my lower lash line color. And I'm just going to blend that out all over my lower lash line. Then I'm going to go in with the pencil that I'm going to be using on my lips. I'll let you guys know what color that is in just a second, but I just wanted my lower lash line to be the same shade. I didn't want to put black there because I always do black, and I didn't want to do white there. So I just did red and then use my Too Faced mascara, my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, all over my lashes. So after that, you guys, the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my bronzer, and this is my Earth Glow bronzer from Milani, and I'm just going to take that on this brush and go all over the areas that I had cream contoured, just to emphasize the shades in my face a lot more, so that you don't want to look flat. You don't want to look flat. So you want to be able to see the definitions in your face. Okay, those cheekbones. You want to cancel out that lower chin. You want to make your forehead smaller. You want to shrink your nose and make it look straight. Okay, guys, that is the reason for contouring and bronzing. So next, I'm going to go in with my NYX No Filter setting powder, and I'm just going to take this brush and pat that all over my face just to set everything into place, blend my concealer, my contour, my bronzer, everything, blend my highlight, blend everything together before I go in with my Gerard Cosmetics setting spray. And I absolutely love this setting spray. Unfortunately, I had bought 2 bottles and they're both coming to an end, so I'm gonna have to make another purchase because they're really good. Next, I'm using this blush from MAC, and I think you guys are probably more than likely tired of this blush by now. I'm tired of it too, but it still works and it's still really good, so I'm just gonna take that and give my cheeks a little bit of love. Then I'm gonna go in with this pink highlighter from Wet n Wild. Little did I know that this highlighter was as bold and bad as it is, okay? I think I've used it maybe once or twice. And today I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in, I'm going to go out, I'm going to go all out, I'm going to show out, I'm going to act up, and I'm going to take the chance and use this pink highlighter, and it really stood out. Yep, I liked it. I know not a lot of people like bold highlighters, not a lot of people like highlighters that look ashy, as they would say, or whatever, but for the look that I was going for, it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Alright, you guys, this lip pencil that I'll be using, that I use on my eyes, is a MAC lip pencil, and the shade is Night Moth. You guys, I had this lip pencil now for maybe some good 3 years, and it is still good. It still works. Yo, like I need to get some MAC pencils, but them so dear. Like, MAC, why? When is MAC gonna lower the price on a lot of their products? Like, can somebody please explain that to me, because they still out here riding the wave. Okay, anyways, this is my Anastasia liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Catnip. Yup, pretty beautiful pink. I love this color, and I'm just gonna mix that with this lip liner to give me like that ombre effect. That's why I kept reapplying it. And then look at it, you guys, look at that. Oh my god, matte, this would have looked beautiful. Glossy, it still came out beautiful, but I just wanted to add some gloss. So I'm just taking my Fenty Glow lip gloss, and I'm just tapping that right on top just to give my lips some moisture. I felt because my eyes had a little bit of sparkle, it would be more fitting to have my lips glossy, and it worked out. So then I just went back into the Carly Bible palette and take that lighter, kind of like a lilac glitter kind of shimmer shade, and just pop that into my inner tear duct, and bam. that is it, you guys. That is the final look. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you subscribed if this was your first time here. Like this video and definitely comment down below and tell me what videos you guys would like to see next. But as always, love yourself, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.